Greetings. Welcome back to my channel. This is Earth Angel Vivi. I would like to speak with you guys about experiences of an empathic person. And so a deeper look at that is things that you may have firsthand knowledge of if you are empathic, or if you have an empath in your close circle. If you want to subscribe to my channel or help share the channel so that it can reach other empaths or friends of empaths that want to understand you better, or you can hit that like button if you find that any of this at any time is resonating with you, or if you just find it to be valuable information. Okay, so let's dive into it. Things that you may have firsthand knowledge of if you are empathic. So number one, well, one of the things that you may, have experienced. So say someone close to you, or just someone at work, or, someone that you have on one of the, entertaining platforms, they lose someone. And you can sense this loss, you can sense the pain that they are going through, and you feel an inner calling. You feel a call from the universe to support them. You feel a call to let them know that they now have angels watching over them, and maybe you even received a message or received a download that that their loss is that the person they lost is okay on the other side, and maybe you even feel the need to support them, like abundantly more so than you ever thought that you could support someone, because you really can feel what they're going through. And so if you're an empath, this may be an experience that you've had, and maybe you can even hear the cries of this person that's suffering where you are, and you're not around them, and you don't know for sure that this is happening, and then you get confirmation of it some sort of way, and so you do go and support them because you just knew, you had an inner knowing that they were in pain. And so another one, number two, could be music. Perhaps you've had experiences with music or art, or like a movie or a book that maybe opens up a portal for you, and you are transcended into a place where you can tell what the artist was going through at that time when they were developing that work of art, or writing that song, or perhaps you have images of people that got married to that song, or you can tell how different music hits certain people. You can sense when people are going into a trance, when the music is doing something to them, or trying to do something to you, and you can kind of tell that, no, this song is not for me, or this song is really good and this song can heal someone, and you recognize that in art and different pictures and things like that. So that's one of the things that may happen if you are empathic. You may have firsthand knowledge of that experience. Okay, and so number three would be that kind of like the same thing, but it's with objects. Like you pick something up and maybe you get a snippet, or a sense, a smell, or a feeling of something that of where that object has been, or who else has touched it, or maybe even who created it, because objects do hold energy. And so sometimes you can just get like a small vision of something that is resonating with that object. So maybe you have firsthand experience with something like that. Also, number four would be that maybe one day, and even when you were young, this could be when you were young, or like you were just upset. You were so angry. You didn't have the best control over your emotions. Let's just say that. And you were just kind of like, letting the fire rage a little bit, and like maybe other people kind of like felt your energy because you vibrated so strong, and like you scared the people around you in what you would think would be like maybe a more unnatural or supernatural way, right? Like maybe you saw the room vibrate, or a picture fell off the wall and you weren't even moving, but you know that you were so upset that you have an inner knowing that you knocked the picture off the wall, right? Maybe you have firsthand experience with this. And how powerful are you if you do? And so, with these gifts, it's important to note that with, great gifts and great power comes great responsibility. So let's make sure that we're walking in likeness and using our gifts for positivity and to bring abundance and blessings to yourself as well as others. Okay, and so let's do another tip, number 5. So there, maybe you have firsthand experience of you seeing somebody being picked on, and you just felt the need to stand up for that person because you could tell that they're being wrongly accused. You have an inner knowing that the situation at hand, you weren't even there. You weren't even there. You're kind of interjecting, and they're like, you weren't even there. And you're like, no, I know. I can sense you guys' energy that y'all got the lie spirit all over y'all, and y'all trying to frame this, innocent person, and you feel the need to step in and right that wrong. Or perhaps you feel the need to step in for someone that is about to go, into the wrong crowd or something. You can sense that, that it's not going to be a good situation for them. And so you just kind of tap them on the shoulder and give them a warning. You don't say much, but they can sense that you are telling them to go the other way. Have you ever experienced that? Have you helped someone in this way? Chances are that you are an empath. Okay, and so let's say number 6. So let's say that okay, you felt the frustrations or the the irritation, the irritability of like your coworkers, let's just say. Like when you go to work, you can feel the vibrations of, like everybody that's around you. And some people more so, more so troubled souls, you can feel more. Like if somebody's aggravated, you can sense that before they even turn the corner. And then boom, they turn the corner and you're like, oh no, it's such and such, the whiny one. But you could feel that energy, or you could just look at them and you could tell that they're in a bad mood, or they're in a good mood, or you can tell that someone is detaching, right? And you can see like, okay, they're not being themselves. You can tell when someone is not really being themselves at work, even though they never talked to you before, but you can tell today something is different, and you've always kind of had that ability, right? And so like maybe you become like a favorite of your soups and things like that because they know that you work well with others because you've always had an intuition and an ability to sense the energies around you, and so you know how to move accordingly in those situations. Does that resonate with you? Possibly some of you out there feeling really empathic. Okay, so let me see. So like number 7, let's say you had to oh yeah, okay, so this is one that definitely resonates with me for sure, as they all do, but this one for sure. So have you ever had an experience where you had to just get out of there? You had to get out of the concert, or you had to leave the party, or you had to leave the classroom because it was just, you could hear everyone's thoughts, right? You could feel that too many people were thinking of you, or or that too many people were not really in the moment and that they were stressed out about something. Or you could tell that there was some mean energy, there was some negative vibrations that was like, that you could tell that they were maybe all centered towards one person, or it was coming towards you. And so you just had to run out of there. You had to be like, no, I can't take it. It's too loud, right? And so that's like definitely another experience where you kind of have to maybe keep your head covered, or you like to keep your headphones on so you can control what you're listening to, because sometimes things just vibrate and they interfere with, your sense of calmness, and it can be overwhelming, right? It can overwhelm you. Have you ever experienced this? Though that's one of the experiences of an empath and a highly sensitive person, and of course someone that is just extremely in tune with the emotions and the energy of others. Okay. And so let's talk about number 8. This will be the last one. I'll do another video where we talk about other things that you may have firsthand knowledge of as an empath. So the last one would be, have you ever felt like you were receiving a message or receiving a download from like perhaps, the universe, just, a higher power, a higher source, was giving you information, and it was coming to you in a way that was causing you, mental pain, emotional pain, because the message that was coming through was so heavy, and that it was something that you knew was meant for a larger audience, something that was meant for maybe not you, for someone else. And it was maybe scary even, or perhaps you felt a spirit of warfare, of maybe death, stalking the area. Have you ever experienced that, where you could sense it coming and you didn't know where it was gonna land, and you even started to question, like, is that for me? Is that coming for me? And you're like, wow, why am I feeling like, like it's something is on the horizon? And then it was revealed, like, it came to pass that, the vibrations and the, and the energy that you were picking up on that was passing through you was a message that you were getting from the universe. It was revealed to you a short time after that someone had passed. Have you ever had this happen? That could be, one of the things that you may experience, you have firsthand knowledge of, if you are an empath or you have an empath in your circle and they have told you these stories. So what are some things that you have experienced? You can correspond with me and let me know, and I will do more videos. I'll have lots more content for you guys about all different sorts of topic as we take this journey of self-love and self-care and revealing our true gifts that can help us and help us help others. Okay, I'll see you in my other videos.